Hi guys, looking over some of the footage that I had from the first couple weeks of recording. I noticed that my mic volume was low, so I will be using this mic from here on out in all my video recordings. And any other kind of problems that I notice or that you guys notice, go ahead and send them down into the comments so I can take a look at them and focus on getting better at it. Remember to subscribe, press that like button, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Those two links will be in the description below. So just go ahead and give me a follow on those, and remember to hit that subscribe button.
Alright, guys, welcome back. I'm looking at my first trade, or technically my second trade for the week. My first one was a short on gold that I closed out of very shortly. I'm looking to actually short the US 30 as well. It looks like it's going to come test this zone up here. Getting a short up here would be pretty nice. One of the main reasons why I think it'll reject off of this zone is because it's been a highly tested zone. 1, 2, you can count this as a test, and this as a test, so 3 or 3 and 4, as I do. And so basically what I'm looking to see is a push up to this level up here, this zone, and then a fall down further. One of the main reasons why is because on the higher time frame, I see a break in structure. So this looks like just a bunch of consolidation and then a break in structure down here. And it's coming all the way up to test this high again, and then I don't think it'll pass that high, so I think it'll have a nice little fall. Um, yeah. Plus, I think the stock market is bound for a crash, even though the Fed spoke today, trying to ease things up. So I'm looking to short this thing, and I'll be coming back to you when I have a better entry and a little bit better of a timing on this. Alright, sorry about the wait on this trade. I would have recorded my entry, but I had to use the restroom, so I entered and then ran off really fast. Basically, I saw a break above this structure right here and decided that because it broke structure, I thought it was kind of like faking it out and that it wouldn't push any higher. Turns out I was partially right, and my trade's already at a 1-to-1. I entered in with a little bit smaller lots just because I was hoping to enter in with higher lots, but I wasn't able to get the stop that I wanted. So I just put it above the previous high that it just created. And so I'm just going to try to hold this trade. Ideally, it comes all the way back down to the bottom. If not, it doesn't happen. It's perfectly fine as well. We're just going to look for signs of rejection as our way out. Potential targets, this 50%, this bottom right here as well, the bigger 50%, so to say. Because I have two fibs. I have a fib from here to here, and then a fib from here to here. So both of those will be targets. We'll just keep an eye on it, and I'll update you guys when I exit the trade. Alright guys, I'm looking at price, and price seems to be having a hard time breaking this level right here. On a really small time frame, you can see that this is like a little area that we can look for take profits. So if it does not pass or if it rejects this area, I will be taking profits. So I'm looking to re-enter on the US 30. It's coming up to where I took profits, but I do think that it's going to continue to drop for another about 100 points more. So I'm looking to re-enter with a short stop above previous set high or previous spike up high, maybe at the bottom of this level right here. Alright, I did take a short right around here, then it broke through the zone, so I just ended up closing. But on three of these charts, on gold, silver, and the US 30, I do see slight pullbacks before coming back down. So here it broke structure, just broke this low. So I could expect it to come up somewhere up here and try to create a lower high. And then gold as well, I expect it to come up a little bit more, test the level like right here, like 1639.5, and then come down and test these lows. And then over here, it just broke this low. So I expect it to come up and test somewhere at the bottom of this level, something like this, and then I expect it to come down from there to go down to this, test these lows down here. So I'll be being a little bit more patient than what I was. I just lost a grand for almost like no reason, just being impatient. And then I'll just be waiting for it to come up to these levels on all three pairs, and then looking to take shorts down to test the bottoms. All right, guys, I entered in on the US 30 for another short. One of the main reasons why I entered in is because I really like the 5 minute. 5 minute looks like it's gonna be rejecting off of these levels over here and just keep pushing down to my full take profit right here. Potentially we'll see a drop even further. Now this trade, I'm probably gonna walk away from my computer here in a little bit and just let this trade run. I'll watch it from my phone, and we'll look at taking profits at levels like right here. This will probably be my first take profit. Now I could take partial profits, or I could take full profits somewhere at the top of this level as well, depending on how it reacts. But I do expect it to go to the full, test this bottom down here. I want to see it break it, and I want to see it come test this bottom all the way down here. So if it does, that'd be awesome. If not, it is what it is. I'm just going to try to hold this trade, but I have some stuff I got to do, so I will be leaving my computer and letting this trade run. All right, good luck. All right, guys, I ended up taking profits right here just because I was happy with the risk to reward that I got. I actually got a 20 pip to about a 1 to 5, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to stop trading for the day. For the day, I'm up about 1%, so that's all I really need for a day for me to be happy. I'll just keep up this going forward, and I'll come back with another trade. I know I said I was done trading for the day, but this is what was happening. This is what's happening to that trade we were in. It just completely reversed. I took profits down here at the very bottom, and I was shorting it, and it just completely reversed, came all the way back up, as well as gold, and gold on the higher time frame. I wasn't looking at it. I was looking to short it for a little bit there, but now that I see it on the higher time frame, and I see that it's filling out these, or tried to fill out these candles down here, it almost did. Now, and even silver kind of broke back into the upswing for the time being. I am kind of going long on these, as well as on the dollar index here. Dollar index kind of looks a little bearish. I expected it to come up and fill this little gap I have right here for it, but with it failing to break this high, yeah, it failed to break the high pretty convincingly here. Yeah, I do expect it to come back down, which we'll see a rise. A correlation would be a rise in gold, a rise in silver, a rise in the US 30, and a rise in euro. All because when the dollar loses value against euro, that means that this will go up. When the dollar loses value, it means that stocks and commodities are a better place to put your money. So stocks obviously rise. Silver, gold, same thing. Because it's a better place to put your money as the dollar drops, then it increases the value of said thing. So that's just my little analysis. I may take a couple more trades a little bit later today, only if they look really good. And of course, I'll fill you guys in. All right, guys, I'm here trading AUD USD. All pairs are kind of reacting, kind of looking the same. So you can kind of see on gold and silver, they're kind of rejecting off of these levels in US 30. And here's euro. They just came up here, touched our levels that we had marked out. And then now they're rejecting. Sadly, I wasn't here when they came up all the way and touched. I don't think I necessarily would have entered because I still think these could go bullish. Just this one specifically, this one pair looks really good on the 5 minute, and I have a good target down at the bottom here. My actual target's like right here. So anything in between here and here is a really good target to take profit. So I'm just gonna hold this trade. I'm risking about 15 pips. I'm going for about 60. So 60 to 50 pips, yeah, somewhere in that range. So I'm at a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 right now on this trade. So I'm just gonna hold this and see how long I can go. I just closed out of this trade just because I didn't like the way it was playing out. Um, Even though it has a doji right here and technically a double top, I'd like to see it come higher, maybe test these highs again before I see rejection here. And I have a strong feeling that the potential for the dollar index to just keep falling is pretty high. Um, it has been super bullish lately, but I have a feeling like a correction is gonna have to come in eventually, and that correction may be coming soon, which would push these prices higher, and this would be a fake. And then on other pairs as well, you'll see it here. This created a new highs. This created new highs. Created a new high. Created a new high. So I'm not really sold on it being short from these levels. So I actually just closed my trade for that. I lost about, I think, $500, but no biggie. I just took a trade on gold. I think we've seen some rejections off of the previous highs, enough to where we can enter in with a pretty tight stop. I think it's only 35 pips. May use too many lots here. And then our target, there's multiple targets on the way down. Our ultimate target is for it to come retest these lows, but we really want to see it come test this right here. And this right here. So ultimately, we have our first take profit, which is near our 90 pips, and then our second take profit, which is near 150 pips, or 160 to 200 pips. So we're just going to be trying to hold these trades. I'm risking about 0.5% on this trade right now. Yeah, a little over 0.5%. And our if it goes to our full take profit, then it'll be, you know, 3%, which would be really awesome. But we'll have to wait and see how everything reacts to these levels. It looks like they're rejecting off of them, especially on the other pairs as well. Looks like everything's kind of just rejecting, falling down. So it's kind of another confirmation via other pairs. Um, this is USD Jappy. It's just going sideways. But yeah, we'll be looking to hold this trade for quite a bit, maybe the rest of today, just to let it hit these levels. I'll come back at you guys when I decide to close or get stopped out. All right, it looks like I'm getting stopped out here. Yeah, I'm out of this trade, just like that. Yeah, it sucks. I think I tried to sell a little too early. Of course, there was no pattern or break of structure. It was just going to keep going up. I lost about 1% today, but that's okay. I'll keep looking for trades, but I'm not going to take anything unless I see it really locked into stone. Yeah, a lot of these other things are pulling back as well. But yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated if I see anything. All right, guys. I set up another trade on the US 30. There it is, US 30 right there. Uh, it's a it's a buy order that is set at the bottom of this level right here. It stops below the low, and then my take profits are just at the top of this level right here, then the top of this level right here, and then the top of this level would be one of my higher take profits. And if it comes all the way up here, then I'll pass phase one of this challenge, which would be absolutely fantastic. All I have to do is get entered into this trade. I'm risking 0.5%, going for about 5% on the risk. So about a 1 to 10 RR here. I do think the US 30 is on the upswing. I think it broke structure when it broke this high right here. I think this coming down and touching is a good test of the 50%, which is a signal for a buy. And then on top of that, it's touching this level again, almost to a T perfectly, which makes me want to buy it now, but I want to be patient and try to get in a little bit lower. If not, if I don't feel like I can get in a little bit lower, I think I will just enter in with a tighter of the stop. Depending on how these candles close, probably within the next 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, probably in the next hour, depending on the next hour candle. If it doesn't come down and touch this, then I will be looking to enter manually. And yeah, I do think it has the potential to come test these highs again at the 29,700 and 700 to 800 points level. Yeah, somewhere up there. And then potentially even go back up to 30,000 or, yeah, 30,000. And even on a macro scale, it's just been dropping. So it's reasonable for a pullback to happen, a little break of structure, test to the bottoms, and then to come back up and maybe test 31 or 30,000 points 125 or 29,950. Somewhere around there is where I expect the pullback to happen and then continue dropping from there. All right, so I took a trade on this. I entered it manually right around this area and got stopped out because I put the stops like right below here. It's just kind of spiked down and took me out. So I may look to enter again with stops below this and take profits still up at the top of these levels. Yeah, I'm going to enter in here. Put my stops below this. Right below this 50%. We're going to look to take it up to the top of this level right here. I think that is definitely possible. Potentially up to this level, which would be fantastic. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, well, I'll let you know if I get stopped out. Alright, I got stopped out again on this trade, so obviously I just was impatient, didn't read the markets right today. Lost about over 1%, so that one kind of stings. So I'll be looking to come back a little bit later with something else. Alright, guys, I'm back, and I'm looking at GBP JPY, and I'm also looking at USD JPY. I think both of these are short. I think they're short for a very long time now. I think that we're coming up on the top. We're seeing lots of rejections here. On the hour, we're seeing some dojis and some rejection candles coming up from the 1 hour as well, hitting the top of this level. And then at minimum, we have a pullback to the previous top, which is about 140 pips away. And then maximum, I think it goes and touches the bottom, which is about 1,000 pips or something like that. But that is a much longer trade. I did take a short with about a 60 pip stop, yeah, about a 50 pip stop, and then my ultimate take profit is down at the 1,000 pips, but I'm looking to take profits right around 100 to 150. As for any other trades, I may be looking to enter in long temporarily, very short term, on the US 30. And when it comes up on the US 30, I'll be trying to short it some more. Now, we did take some big losses today, but we will be getting back into it come either Monday or maybe tomorrow if we see something that's really nice.